Sean Edwards said, if we lose Mo, FSG will be finished. Granted, but let me just up the ante a little bit there, Sean. Never mind the Mo thing, which would be, as you've said, terrible. The Trent thing is inexcusable. Because here you have a £100 million player, a local boy, that you've let get to a point where you're going to lose him for nothing if he walks out the door. That is financial mismanagement of the highest level. It is asset mismanagement of the highest level. It is stupidity of the highest fucking level. How did the brain trust let this happen? Because they've played themselves here. And it's embarrassing. We're all, again, hoping that Trent stays. Hoping. But there's a very good chance he doesn't. And if he doesn't, they have let a local boy who wants to captain the club and dreamt about doing it piss off to Madrid for free while cry arson about having no money. And they can stop it by giving him a contract offer that is close to what he thinks his value is. But they aren't doing that. It doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up. You can't constantly save money and then not use it. You saved, even if you just took the money that you saved for the contract in the summer and gave it to the lads for contract extensions, it's still balancing out. I don't get it. Craig, last few years we've lost Keita, Ox, Milner, Firmino, Matip, Thiago, Trent, Salah and VVD for free. Well, we haven't lost Trent, Salah and VVD yet. But you're right, there was some stat that it was like we only got a transfer fee for 6 of the last 14 signings or something like that. Yeah, there was some stat like that we only brought in a fee. We let Wijnaldum walk out, still haven't replaced them. Thiago's gone, haven't replaced them. Matip's gone, haven't replaced them. Kelleher's about to go for less money than he should be going for because we basically waited till the last year to sell him and we won't see the full value of him. All these things from the brain trust who were told they're geniuses and, you know, run all their algorithms and numbers. Does any of them actually be tested for having common sense? Has anybody actually, you know, sat down and think, are these people suitable to do this? Because I have all the faith in the world in Edwards, but I don't know where the fuck he is in all of this. Firmino for free as well. It could go on and on, mate. You could go on and on with the list. Angie said, if Mo and Salah go, fans will go crazy. FSG out. I'm interested to see what happens, Angie, if Trent goes. Because I still can't believe that Salah and Mo are going to go. Or excuse me, Salah and Verge are going to go. I think he meant if VVD and Salah went. But yeah, I think they get sorted. Because imagine trying to justify to a fan base why you didn't re-sign somebody who's, again, smashing records in attack. It would make no sense, would it? Absolutely zero sense. I feel like that they just can't do that. There is no answer to that. Like, there is no financial answer, anything that will pacify fans. None. But what I can't understand is this. How can you not get one of them done? Like, that's what's really pissing me off here. You know, it's not like we've got one done and we're still trying to get 2 done. We have done absolutely diddly squat to get this resolved since the summer. And I'm sick of reading the phrase Liverpool are calm about it all. Because I tell you what, the fans aren't. I tell you that for nothing. People at the club can be as calm as they want getting paid millions a year. But us fans watching on, we're not calm about it. You haven't earned our trust yet. Jobo said, I'm local and believe me, there'll be uproar if Trent doesn't get renewed. Let's wait and see. I honestly, Jobo, I don't know which way to fall down on that. I feel comfortable saying I think Trent's been a bit of a coward on it. People might not like me saying the word coward, but if I love something like the football club and I see it being lied about openly in the media and me being lied about as part of it, I'd have to say something if I was Trent, even if that's what's been written is a lie. But he hasn't. And that winds me up. Because he can see it's damaging the fan base. He can see it's winding people up. He can see fans are upset, looking for any type of signal that he wants to be here. And he hasn't given it. And I don't care if it worsens his negotiating position. I don't care. At this point, you've had long enough to make your damn mind up what you want to do. So, man up. Virgil and Mo, we know it's down to the club. It's not down to them. It's down to the club to make the numbers work and give them an offer. With Trent, we don't know if there is a number that will make him say, I don't want to go to Madrid. We've no idea. We know he does this, but we don't know what that means. Is it wrong for me to feel disappointed in Trent, even though I know it's not his fault? Look, I think these are very individual questions. How you feel about Trent, I can't give you the answer to. Because however you feel is how you feel. What I will say is, for me, I always expect players to be selfish. So I always expect the worst of everybody, particularly in business, because you've got to look after yourself and your own interest. So I'm upset that Trent isn't speaking, but I'm more upset, a lot more upset at the club for allowing it to get here. Because you've heard me speak about leverage a lot over the course of the time on this channel. And they've allowed this situation with Trent to go from a situation where they had leverage and time to a situation where they have no leverage, very little time, and Real Madrid sniffing around and the media writing story after story. So for me, as much as I'm disappointed in Trent not saying something, my anger is mainly aimed at the club. That's how I feel about it. Disappointed with Trent on some stuff, yes, but nowhere near as angry as I feel towards the club for letting it get here. Said, Ornstein's comments seem to be preparing us for Trent leaving. I think he may go this month, Craig. Ornstein is Edward's mouthpiece. This damages our title bid. All three are to blame and the club. I think Trent goes as well, but I don't know that to be a fact, so I have to be honest about that and say let's wait and see, because I don't know. My feeling is he goes, but I don't know that to be the case, so until I know, I don't think it would be fair for me to come on and say Trent's off, because I don't know that. I feel like he's off. See, have we got confirmation on this, by the way, that Mechanite said, because many people have said this to me as well, and you know, I don't know if this is true or not, but it's doing the round, so let's talk about it. You said Trent refused a 6-year contract in 2021, signed a 4-year deal instead. He engineered this. Now, I've seen that mentioned quite a bit. I've had people email it to me. I've had people talk about it in our Discord. I've had conversations with my own mates on WhatsApp about it, but I don't know 100% if that's true or not. But if it is true, again, I don't blame him, because I'd probably have done that in his position. You know, why would you sign a 6-year contract when football moves so quickly that in 3 years' time, that 6-year contract could look like pittance? So if I'm him, I'm probably pushing for the 4.5-year contract as well. So I don't even blame him for that. If he tried to engineer it, then we had to call his bluff a lot sooner. And that's worrying, right? Because if we're saying that maybe he tried to engineer this, then we have to say that he absolutely engineered it since Klopp left. And I can't speak to before that, but I've always felt since Klopp left, my instinct was that Trent was looking for answers that were answered already and hasn't committed. So I've tried to be fair about it and say, like I've said many times, the checklist. When Klopp left, will Trent be hurt? Of course he will. Will he have questions? Absolutely. Who's the next coach? Arne Slot. Don't know much about him. What's he going to be like on the training ground? Well, he found out very quickly he's a great coach. He's openly said he's improving his game. Spoke about small details. Your next question is going to be, are we going to be competitive? Well, yes. We're top of the league. We're top of the Champions League. We're playing some good football. I can't speak to, is he satisfied of the club's ambition? Because I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know what he's been told. But I've run out of things to feel like we need to give him answers for. Now I feel like he needs to give some answers back. Because if you jump ship now, you're jumping ship at a time where Liverpool are in a period where we're going to win trophies. You're not jumping ship like Macca or Michael Owen, where Liverpool were so inconsistent, up and down, smaller trophies, 1 Champions League season, then 3 in the Europa League. It's different now. So, yeah, if he jumps ship now, it's going to hurt more. Especially because it'll be for free.